Right, and this is Kyle Ackrig going for task 2, P2, M2 and D1. Right, and Kyle, first thing I want you to do then is just describe those personal exercise adherence factors and strategies. So, which ones have you come up with there on your sheet?
Well, I've got transport and keeping fit. You've got obviously have good sleeping pattern, eating healthy, keeping hydrated, and I think listening to music helps me train. Keep, motivation and smart targets.
Right, talk to me about your smart target then. What sort of target have you come up with?
Obviously it's specific in being in rugby, because you know that's what I like to do. It's my hobby. Measurable is in being maybe like I could you know help out with sprints and stuff like that. So 20-metre sprints, you know, like my acceleration's not the best. Achievable, like catching balls, you know, not too hard, just something that up to my standard. Making it realistic, so yeah, it's, you know, catching the ball is realistic, and in time possibly doing it maybe 3 times a week, 4 times a week.
Right, so for each of those factors you come up with, just talk to me about each of those then. So how that would help you keep on track with your programme.
Well, I think having a good sleeping pattern, if you obviously have like, you know, if you're just going to get 6 hours, then you're going to be obviously, you might be a bit fatigued and a bit tired, and you may not lift as much weights or whatever. But if you obviously get 12 hours in, then you're going to be, you know, you're going to be sound for, you know, your training for the next day. Eating healthy is vital really, because obviously if you're eating like pasta, chicken, protein, all that kind of stuff, that's, and you know, especially carbohydrates and doing sport, it's good for energy. But if you're just eating like burgers and stuff like that, then you're just going to put weight on and stuff. Keeping hydrated, that's really good, because obviously drinking loads of water and loads of fluid, it can, you know, it like prevents injuries and stuff like that. Because if you don't drink a lot of water, you can cause injuries. Listening to music while training, I think, you know, it gets me motivated. Definitely, from listening to music, you know, I get a good vibe when I'm training. Motivated, like some lads, you know, it's good when some lads tell me, you know, come on, I'll get that last rep up, Kyle, or you know, I can help others out. And you know, so that's what it's about when you're training, helping each other out. So yeah, and that's about it. Really. I've got keeping fit, and you know, if you just keep fit, then you know.
What about travel? Does that?
Yeah, transport. What do you call? You know, you can't rely on your mum all the time or whatever to just drop you off or whatever. You know, maybe you know, if it's just a 5-minute walk down to college, then you know that can be a warm up or whatever if you're going to be training through the day.
Do you think of anything else that will help you adhere to your programme then?
Wearing right equipment.
Good.
You know, you can't really train in jeans, or if you're doing like cardio, you can't really do, you know, work in jeans because it's just not practical.
Anything else?
No, I think that's about it really.
Which in order then, which 3 things do you think are the most important for you then to stick to your programme?
I think keeping hydrated whilst training, like I say, it will prevent injuries and it will make you train for longer.
Oh, help to prevent injuries. Yeah,
help to prevent injuries, and it'll what do you call it? It'll help you train longer, and
right.
You know, you'll feel good after it as well. Eating healthy, like I say, is very vital. You know, you know, if you're eating like I've just basically said, you know, you can feel it. You know, you can feel yourself becoming stronger, more energetic.
So what sort of meals do you eat then? What's like a typical day?
Well, you know, varies really. You can have just like tuna pasta. You can just have chicken, basically chicken and pasta, tuna pasta, steak.
What sort of stuff do you have for your breakfast?
Porridge mainly, and yeah, just porridge really. That you know, oats is really good for you, and then I tend to have protein shakes, and you know that helps me. I can feel myself definitely getting stronger, more energetic in training.
Right, and then one more then. So you've had.
And motivation, definitely. You know, if like I've just said, if you're helping each other out, then I think you're gonna go a long way. Do you know what I mean? Definitely. And like I said, music keeps me motivated. You know, so I think that's about it really. Yeah.